Good evening, folks, and welcome here to Anderson, Indiana. We're on the campus of Liberty Christian High School as we get ready for this JV game between the Eastern Hancock Royals and the Liberty Christian Lions. Hopefully everything is looking good for you guys. We were trying to get everything set up. You'd think right here in the smack dab in the middle of Anderson, you'd think you'd have great cell service, but it is just okay. So we're trying our best here. Eastern Hancock comes into this. They only have 2 more games left on the season, tonight and then Friday against Hagerstown. So trying to end the season on a high note. I know I was talking to Coach Paxton, and he's kind of been itching to get back at it. The game, Union Modoc game last week got canceled, so he's been using his extra time to prepare for the sectional that we saw the sectional draw on Sunday. So we'll talk more about it during the varsity game. Coaches have been preparing for that one. We're getting ready to start here, and we'll see if they go through all the starters or just some of them. You want to go through the starters here, Scott? I'm going to listen to the pronunciation of names.
For the starters for Eastern Hancock, number 1, Luke Lewis. Number 10, Zach Stevens. Number 11, Caleb Rutherford. Number 32, Gavin Jenkins. And the big man in the middle, Big E, Ethan Carter. Get you going on Liberty Christian here in a second.
On your feet for your Liberty Christian Lions. Let's meet the starters. First, number 3, Darian Jones.
Number 3, Darian Jones.
Number 10, Jude Kelly Rigney.
Number 10, Jude Kelly Rigney.
Number 24, Ethan Martindale.
24, Ethan Martindale.
Number 31, Julian Carpenter.
31, Julian Carpenter.
And number 44,
And I couldn't hear the name on that last one. We've got a player who's not on our official roster, and I could not understand the name.
And I was trying to listen, and the music made it hard
Yes.
for me to hear the pronunciation of that last name.
Yep, right at the go. That's number 44. We'll endeavor to get his name, but we do not currently have it. Well, we've been in a lot of different gyms this year. This is kind of old school.
This is my first time here at Liberty Christian.
Yeah, me too.
So Lions get the tip. Comes off to Darian Jones. He kicks it over there to Rigney. Rigney with the ball with the Den logo there. Hands it back off to Jones. He drives, gets cut off. Again, finds the nameless 44. As soon as we can get a name on him, we'll try. Back out to Rigney. We're here to Ethan Martindale. Now back to Jones.
I like nameless 44.
I feel bad, but
Yeah.
not on the roster and not on.
You went down and checked, too.
Yeah, he wasn't in there. As they throw it out of bounds, so it'll be Royal ball. Good defense there from the Eastern Hancock Royals.
Lewis going to bring it up like normal.
Kick it to Caleb. Over here down to Jenkins in the corner. Inside to Carter right off the bat, and Carter banks it in for 2. Ethan Carter starts the scoring off for the Royals. A minute gone here in the first quarter of the JV game. Martindale on the wing is going to pull the trigger. High arcing shot way off the mark, and Jenkins for a rebound. Jenkins pushing the pace. Gets cut off there by Jones. Jones nearly gets a steal, but it's going to stay here with the Royals. Easter going to inbound on the side there. fix the camera angle here in a sec.
I think I've got our number 44 here in a second. I'll let you know. .44 shot blocked. Jenkins tries to save it, takes out the Q line.
Oh no, the concession line.
Yep. Good thing nobody was in line. I think maybe it's Peem Det Arun. We've got some senior banners over here.
Okay.
Look very similar.
Oh, and then they tried to throw it in there to Peem, and he missed it. So miscommunication there between Julian Carpenter and him leads to another turnover. That's 2 turnovers now for the Lions. Eastern Hancock still leads 2-0. 5:15 to go here in the first quarter.
Kind of got a half-court press trap, kind of.
Yep.
So 1-2-2 we've seen a bunch this year, kind of in vogue.
Little sidestep runner there, no good from Carter, or from Rutherford, and Carpenter pulls down the rebound.
I think Rutherford was anticipating a defender coming to him and didn't really want to shoot, and nobody came. Jenkins with another rebound.
Yep. That shot was no good there by Rigney. Isaac Lewis gets cut off there. Pulls it back out to Rutherford out at the volleyball line. Now to Stevens in the corner. Back up to Lewis at the half-court line. Oh, nice pass. Jenkins to Stevens, just off the mark.
Zach.
There's Jones. He's going to get tied up by Lewis. That's going to be our first foul.
Yeah, I think they're calling him on the floor.
Yep. Can't remember this official's name. We have him a lot.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
So Darion Jones to inbound. Finds Martindale. Swings it over there. Peem couldn't quite handle it.
Third turnover for the Lions.
Yeah, looking at the band, that has to be
like
Peem Det Arun.
They'll go with it.
4:15 to go. Still a 2-point Royal lead. Jenkins in the corner. This 1-2-2 has been pretty aggressive here for the Lions.
Yeah, they're getting after it. I like that shot right there.
Rutherford top of the key. Too strong. Good rebound there from Carpenter. And again, they're off and running. We've done a really nice job getting back.
Yep.
I like this. You could tell it's something that Coach Paxton's been practicing all week. Because as soon as they get a rebound, they're looking to push. Team drives. They're going to get a foul.
Yeah, Jenkins.
I couldn't tell from the way he was pointing like it was out of bounds, but then we couldn't tell. So checking into the game. Luke Woodyard. And number 20, Elijah Dixon.
Oh, and he's on our other roster, yeah.
Yep. Sorry, checking roster here. Oh, Jones with the push-off.
Yeah,
yep.
That's fair. That's fair. He got he stiff-armed Rutherford out of the way, or Luke, one of the two.
So fouls are now 2-1. All right. Royals with the ball back. Still a 2-point lead. Halfway through the first quarter now. Lewis with the logo. Kicks over to Stevens. Oh, skip pass. There we go. Rutherford drives in. 15-footer. Makes it. Nice shot there by Rutherford.
And I like that by Caleb getting in a little bit closer when the outside shot's not falling. Get a little bit close. Get a Jones range. Another one.
Lost the handle on it again.
Yep.
Got them for 5 turnovers counting that charge.
Thomas Arthur checks in now, and I think we've had just about, if not everybody played, just about everybody.
Yep.
Has been in.
So Lewis brings it back across. A little more urgency now. Go right into Carter. Turn around.
Oh.
Basket in the foul. Ethan Carter here. Nice look at this pass from Lewis right into Carter. I love the decision by Carter to just turn and shoot. He didn't hesitate, didn't think about it.
I feel like Ethan's been doing more of that the last couple of weeks. where he looks for a shot. He's a very willing passer for a big man.
Yep. Give Lewis credit for that assist, and then Carter drains the free throw.
I think Carter wants to be the Paxton Farms Sweet Corn Player of the game.
I think you're right. That foul was on Thomas Arthur. Yeah.
Yep.
So, by the way, we're going to step aside here. I don't know how I accidentally gave them a point. I did. We're going to step aside here, take a quick break, and hear a word from our sponsors.
I'm Mason Gillis, 6-man.
By the way, let's try this again.
I'm Mason Gillis, 6-man for the Big Ten champion Purdue Boilermakers. 9-Star has blazing fast internet. A call to 9-Star for high-speed internet is a slam dunk.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Thank you to 9-Star, one of our main sponsors to Eastern Hancock Sports Network. So it'll be Liberty Christian ball. They trail 7-0 here. It's been all Royals so far. We got Dixon running the point, kicks it over to Peem. Too strong. Rebound goes down to Lewis. Finds Stevens in the corner. Oh, good ball movement into Jenkins, back out to Lewis, back over to Stevens. Stevens going to pump fake drive.
There you go, Luke.
Luke Lewis, 3 from straight on, no good. But Jenkins tips that rebound right into the hands of Stevens. Royals will retain possession. I don't know if that's Stevens or Jenkins with the board.
It's Stevens. He came up with it.
Stevens too strong, but then grabs his own rebound again.
It's cheating, Zach. You knew where it was going.
Lewis into Gavin Jenkins, turn around. His shot is blocked and then pulled down there by Dixon.
Yeah, and that's the one place that they've got us guarded well there is in the middle. I want to see Gavin pass out of that.
Oh, nice play there. That's Thomas Arthur.
Gavin's second foul.
He did a nice job. I mean, Gavin's staying good, but just kind of got him with the body there. It's going to send Thomas Arthur to the line to shoot one as he made that.
Yep, and Youngblood checks in, Brendan Trueblood. And the last few games, Brendan has been a whirlwind of activity when he gets on the floor, so he bears watching.
Yeah, Brennan's been everywhere lately, so he's been doing a really nice job. So Arthur's free throw on the way is good.
We get a little full court man-to-man press here, and they have switched to a full man-to-man.
Well, I think our passing has been really good. Oh, look at that. Youngblood into Stevens. Stevens with the basket. Trueblood with the assist.
Just like you draw it up, that got loose.
Kenyon Boyd nearly lost the handle. Kicks it out here to Carpenter. Carpenter drives, finds Dixon. Dixon's going to drive, get all the way into the rim. Wild shot, no. That's Lewis that comes away with it. Lewis somehow gets it through to Stevens. They swing it around, leave Rutherford wide open. Rutherford too strong, but Lewis there for the offensive rebound. Lewis takes it all the way in, no good. Carter fighting for it, but it comes away to Woodyard.
Oh, we're going to get Zach.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's tough. I was going to say, Zach, it's like they forgot about him a possession ago. Having known Zach for a number of years, I'm trying to figure out how you forget about him.
I don't know. Especially the way he's been playing this year.
Yep.
He's been tremendous. So get it in Dixon now. Dixon's going to back it out to the wing. Throws it inside there to Arthur.
That was not a bad job by Arthur. He just got a little too far down the baseline.
Oh, nice little give and go there. Arthur lays it up and in for 2.
Got all 5 of their points. They're wanting Luke to give it up.
50 seconds here on the clock in the first quarter. Rutherford being guarded really closely there by Boyd. Boyd's active hands tip it around, and there's a steal. Look at Stevens trying to track him down. Couldn't quite get it. Layup for Julian Carpenter. Cuts the lead back down to 2. Trueblood with 25 seconds on the clock. Gets it up there to Carter. Find Rutherford. Good screen there from Carter. Rutherford leaves it short. Another rebound there for Arthur. Boyd thought about the three. Kicks over to Carpenter. Carpenter drives. Acrobatic move, no good. Trueblood with the rebound. Trueblood's going to get a look if he wants it.
Oh, double pump. Oh. That was crazy.
I thought he was going to get a foul called there, but double clutches the three, just couldn't quite get it to fall. So Trueblood no good there. And at the end of the first quarter, the score, Eastern Hancock 9, Liberty Christian 7. You're listening to the Eastern Hancock Sports Network.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
All right, folks, we're back here getting ready to start the second quarter of this JV matchup. Eastern Hancock leads 9-7. Leading the way for the Royals, Ethan Carter's got 5. Caleb Rutherford 2, Zach Stevens with 2. Thomas Arthur has 5 for the Lions. Julian Carpenter chipped in 2 right there at the end. Make that a one-score game.
So that I feel like the score is a little deceptive. It's obviously it's pretty close, but that was pretty much dominated by the Royals, with the exception of maybe that last minute.
I mean, it was 7-0, and then with 2 minutes left, we went from 7-0 to 9-7. So a couple nice plays there by Arthur to really get them back in the game.
We just couldn't hit consistently.
Miles Winnan comes in, drives, nice pass over there to Trueblood. Trueblood from Winnan.
And that was a very determined offensive set. They knew exactly what they were going to do.
Step back there, way off the mark. Stevens with another rebound. 11-7 Royals.
And they are really jumping out up at the top.
Oh. Ball leaked through there. Miles Winnan takes it in and lays it up and in for 2.
Yeah, pretty fortunate there.
Miles Winnan off to a really nice start here. Two big plays from him right out of this quarter break. Dixon drives, kicks, corner 3 from Boyd. Off the mark. Boyd gets his own rebound.
Nice
Dishes.
pass.
What a pass over there to Thomas Arthur. Right now, their passing's pretty good. Just the shooting has not been there for the Lions.
Nope.
But this is a young varsity team, which leads to an even younger JV team, as Miles Winnan drills the 3 from Caleb Rutherford. It's Miles Winnan with 5 points in a minute 20. Boyd here tries to match it, and Boyd buries the 3.
And all of a sudden, there's a lot of scoring going on.
In the last 3.5 minutes of game time, there's been, 22 points scored between these two teams. Rutherford drives. Coach Paxton sounds a little frustrated right now listening to him.
Yeah.
He's, Trueblood lost the handle on it. Another turnover there for the Royals. Dixon takes it all the way in, no good. Rebounded by Lewis. And a travel call.
That's a tough call, but
Yeah.
we didn't play defense there. That's the problem. Everybody just watched him go by.
And usually that would be a jump ball there or a foul, but travel. Get in. Oh, I thought Stevens was going to get the steal there. But Coach Paxton, it's taken us a little bit to be aware. 3 on the way, air ball. Another rebound by Lewis. It's almost like it's taken us a second to figure out what defense they're in.
Right.
And so our offense is being too slow getting set up. Lewis finds Trueblood. Hand off there to Rutherford. Rutherford kicks to the corner to Winnan. Drive with the left hand, puts up the shot, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to be Julian Carpenter picking up his first.
That was on number 31, Julian Carpenter. That's his first. Team first.
I feel like Miles can get to the basket anytime he wants.
Miles has had a couple just games in a row that haven't gone his way, so it's nice to see him get off to this hot start. Sinks the first free throw. Jude Kelly-Rigney coming back in for the Lions here.
Do you think they ever yell, "Hey, Jude"?
I would. Miles no good on the second. Rebound pulled down there by Thomas Arthur.
I'm really impressed with Arthur.
Yeah, I am too.
They changed when he got on the floor.
Rigney there with the long two.
I thought he was having a three. He must have just barely stepped on the line and look at his feet, but it was a nice play.
Stevens finds Trueblood. You can see Trueblood take that shot. They're not respecting him at all as a shooter.
And I feel like we've seen him shoot threes this year.
Rutherford to Trueblood. That's why Trueblood's a lineman. Another turnover there for the Royals. Just kidding, Brennan. 17-4. 3:52 to go. Another step through there. Rigney, no. Tipped around, and Trueblood comes up with it. Lewis dribbled it off of his own foot, but nice job recovering it. Trueblood manages to get a hold of it.
They're not doing anything special, just playing
really tight defense.
Yeah, really aggressive.
And these officials are letting them play. Doing it both ways. It's not, they're just letting them play. Rigney with the rebound off the Stevens miss. Dixon, nice move by him, but he got too far under the basket, and Trueblood for another rebound. Because he just kind of, I couldn't tell who our guy was. He beat our defender off the floor and got right to the rim, but just got too far. That's the second time he's missed one at the rim.
Yep.
Trueblood over here to Lewis. Finds Rutherford straight ahead for three. Rutherford buries it, assisted by Lewis.
It'd be good to get Caleb going a little bit.
Yes, it would. 20-14. Eastern Hancock leads by 6. 2:43 to go. Rigney gets cut off. Kicks it back out to Jones. Back to Rigney, corner three. Leaves it short. Rebound comes to Stevens. Nice weave action. Miles kicks to Rutherford in the corner. Unselfish play because Miles went and probably had a layup there, but he unselfishly leaves it out there for Rutherford and takes the assist instead.
Yep, Miles pulled the defender to him when he made the cut to the basket.
And now a 9-point lead with 2 minutes left here in the half. Dixon spins back in.
I think Arthur thought he was going up for the basket. I did too. Carter checks in for the Royals, and Ethan Martindale and Peem Detaroom for the Lions. So if we're the Royals and the Lions are our mascot, and they're also the Lions, how do we decide that?
It's a good question.
Because we're a month away from picking our team. The mascot challenge.
Rutherford again, quick trigger. That was a heat check there from Caleb. Rebound comes away to Woodyard.
I don't mind that, though. Look at that.
And then gets the steal, though. Hustle play by Rutherford, and then he lays it up and in for two.
A lot of times kids get frustrated. They take a shot, they miss it, and they're not tenacious going back on D. Caleb was looking to make a point.
Jones finds Woodyard for three, way off the mark. Rebound's going to go, gets saved. Nope, not quite saved. Out of bounds there. Lenny Garcia tried to save it, couldn't quite do it. So Eastern by 11 now. I feel like it was just 14-7, and they've ripped off 8 straight points. Darion Jones going to get the foul call there.
That's his second.
Under a minute to play here. Rutherford on the wing with it. Finds Stevens down in the corner. If they just give just a sec, we got Stevens going to go over and back with it.
Yeah,
what we're doing is we're not quite clearing out enough to give that passing lane into Carter, because we're trying to get Carter on that entry pass. We're just not we're not clearing out enough space for him.
And when that comes around, though, when the ball was rotating back around, he popped out, threw it, and then went to set a screen on. We put it down in the corner until instead of back to the guy he was screening for. Then we got kind of stuck down there in the corner.
There's Garcia with the ball. Drives in, kicks out to Jones. Jones jump stop. Tied up there by Lewis, no good. Garcia with the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in for two. Garcia comes in and instantly gets an offensive rebound and a putback. Stevens, Rutherford saved it there. Throws it, Miles Winnan saves it to Rutherford, 16 on the clock. This has been good effort, but not good passing now for the Royals.
Exactly right. There it is. There's your
entry pass into Carter, kicks out to Lewis, no good. Rebound comes down to Woodyard. Woodyard getting tied up, going to get a half-court heave. No good. And at the halftime break, the score, Eastern Hancock 25, Liberty Christian 16. Kind of a wild sequence there.
Yeah, it was.
So we're gonna step aside here for our halftime break, and we'll return after that break in about 10 minutes.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
In high school sports, there are some things more important than winning.
Like helping student athletes build character, become better people, and prepare for life. I'm Brian Lewis.
And I'm Chris Kaufman. We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. And we believe the purpose of high school sports is much greater than what the scoreboard says.
It's about teaching. It's about growth. It's about developing the whole person, not just the athlete.
That's our number one priority. Every sport, every student athlete, every day.
Let's champion what we believe in, like learning, like character, like integrity.
If you support the mission of high school sports and the life lessons they teach, then buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events. Join us in being a champion of high school sports.
This is what we do. This is what we believe. This is your IHSAA.
We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some. And when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our weekly conversation with Paul Neidig, the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's an extremely busy time. High school sports in our state. We are getting ready to crown our first champion in the winter sports schedule this very, very soon. Girls swimming coming up this weekend, correct?
That's right, Coach. We'll be at the beautiful auditorium this weekend. Where world champions have been crowned many, many times, the home of Indiana's Olympians and others. But girls swimming, we'll be there this Friday night and Saturday. And actually, Coach, it's the 50th anniversary this year of our girls swimming state championship. So, as I think the story goes, that Carmel will be looking to defend once again, and they have a strong team as they always do. It's the quality of swimming in this state. We have kids that will be actually swimming for national records, and we'll do that with the girls this week, and in 2 weeks we'll do it with the boys. I mean, world level athletes swim in our high school meet every year, and so it's going to be a great weekend.
Also, we got wrestling semi-states. We're getting closer to being down in Evansville for the championships in wrestling. First time down there, and I'm assuming right now people are just beyond excited about the prospects of the wrestling championship in not too many days.
Oh, they are, and Evansville's my hometown, and Poseville's my hometown, but Evansville's where I live, and it's that community is excited. They're throwing out they've got keys to the city and the red carpet, and the shuttle bus is warmed up to put a great show on for the people that'll be visiting Evansville. Many people will be getting there for the first time, and the Ford Center will be an exciting place because we anticipate sellouts for all sessions, and again, the quality of wrestling is really strong, and Evansville is ready to host. I know they've been working hard, and they're prepared to put their best foot forward as we show up there in 2 weeks.
Regionals in girls basketball coming up, and as we're talking about championships, we're also talking about pairing shows. The boys pairing show will come up on the 19th of February, and this weekend, the semi-state pairing show coming up on IHSAATV.org. Tell me about the pairing show coming up for the girls semi-states.
Yeah, Coach, it's something new that we started last year. And, we had a slight tournament change, and it was met with, I think, a lot of success. But on Sunday at 2 o'clock, we're going to have a draw show for the semi-state pairing. So we'll hit all of our venues around the state, and we'll let people know who's playing in the 1A South and the 2A South and the subsequent tournaments in the North, and then we're going to lay out the day across this state for how our semi-state's going to be, and it's adds a level of excitement. Another pairing show for our participants to tune into, and Greg Rakestraw will break the brackets down as he can, and we'll talk about the tournament and the march towards Gamebridge Fieldhouse, home of the Fever and the Pacers.
We had a great weekend last week with the sectional championships. I'm assuming from your standpoint it was a successful beginning to a great tournament.
It was. We had great crowds. I mean, our staff was across the state attending those games, and I watched several on IHSA TV, and the crowds were just phenomenal. And I'm always thankful that community still matters, and people want to get out and support their local teams as they always have, and they're still out there doing it in great fashion in this state.
Don't forget, everyone, get out and support your student athletes in your community. We have girls swimming at the natatorium this weekend, wrestling semi-states going on around the state, the pairing show for the girls tournament, semi-state pairing show, 2 o'clock on Sunday, and the boys pairing show, boys basketball championship pairing show coming up on the 19th of February. Commissioner, thank you so much for all you do. Thanks for taking time. Enjoy the busy weekend, and we'll look forward to our conversation next week.
Absolutely, Coach, and you have a great week, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
One thing I love about 9-Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. I encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9-Star cooperative is. They give back, and they have so much to offer.
Nine Star is a different kind of company. And the difference is you.
Not everyone can be a champion in high school sports, but everyone can be a champion of high school sports.
That's right. Fans and parents can be champions. Coaches and officials, educators, and the media can all be champions of high school sports. I'm Paul Knighty, Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Assistant Commissioner Janie Ulmer. Being a champion of high school sports is about so much more than winning and losing, setting records, or raising trophies.
It's about supporting the mission of education-based athletics, preserving the opportunity for student athletes to grow and develop in the second classroom, and to protect high school sports for future generations to come.
Champions of high school sports are just one of the many reasons that education-based athletics in Indiana are so special.
And the easiest way to be a champion is by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic event.
This is showing support. This is championing high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
I'm Mason Gillis.
All right, folks, we're back here, getting ready to start the second half of this JV game. And Eastern Hancock with a 9-point lead, 25-16. Leading scorers, we've got Caleb Rutherford with 10, Miles Winnan with 6, Ethan Carter with 5. Thomas Arthur leads the way. He's the only player that scored more than one basket for the Lions. He has 7. And again, the offense picked up. Defense was about the same there, but felt like the offense really picked up in that quarter.
Yeah, it was a lot of scoring going on. It was crazy compared to that first quarter, which was pretty much all Royals until about the last minute. And a lot of that, I think, came with the change of defense from the Liberty Christian Lions. They were playing a 1-2-2 zone we weren't having any trouble with at all. We then started playing a really aggressive man for the most part, and it's kind of sped us up a little bit.
Sped us up. We've gotten more. We haven't had to work as hard. It's either turnovers or layups for us in this tight man. Whereas with the zone, we really had to work to get a good look, and this has kind of sped us up. We have a very nice sound system here in this gym.
The bass is kicking right now.
Oh, Jones nearly traveled with it there. Kick it over here. Jenkins with the steal, and he's going the other way for the layup. Gavin Jenkins with the steal and layup.
No, we didn't really see anything from Gavin in the second quarter.
Now, you sat pretty much the whole quarter with those 2 fouls. Yep. Long three, no good. Gavin right there for the rebound.
Been making an instant impact on his return.
Rutherford over to Stevens, back to Rutherford. Lewis, low pass, Rutherford corrals it. Lewis again. Royals being patient. They're back to and now it's still a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, it's almost like a match.
They find Stevens in the corner. Nice job, Stevens from Lewis. Lewis with his 3rd assist. And the thing that didn't get noticed, a great screen there by Ethan Carter.
Yep.
14-point lead, another steal there. Zach Stevens picks it off, and then Zach's going to give it right back. So a steal and a steal.
Zach taketh and he giveth.
Didn't expect to hear taketh today.
Well, you know. Bringing a little Shakespeare into the broadcast. A little Elizabethan English.
Long 2 there from Darion Jones.
Yep, that was a nice shot.
It's his first basket of the game. 30-18 Royals.
He's calling for his partner there, Garcia, to come up and hopefully trap Lewis right when he comes across half court.
Jenkins kicks back out to Stevens.
Oh, I thought Jones was going to get that.
I know, he was going to be gone if he had. Jenkins, high post, no good.
And that's really the first time they've lost our high post since they've switched their defense. It's a good look from Jenkins.
Carpenter gets it to Jones up top. Jones again drives with the left hand, stolen away by Stevens again. Stevens going the other way, gonna lay it up and in. Zach Stevens with 2 more. And I've got 12 turnovers on the Lions, and I'm probably
I don't have
missed
that
one or
many.
two.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know I've missed 1 or 2.
Carpenter working on Stevens. Stevens did a nice job keeping him in front.
We got a timeout. This is starting to break open.
Yep, Malik Perry wants a timeout, and we're going to take a break with 4:15 to go here in the third. Eastern Hancock leads 32-18.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
All right, folks, back here. 4:15 to go in the third. Eastern Hancock leads 32-18.
It's been all Eastern Hancock to start this second half, yeah.
That's a nice play right there out of the break as Ethan Martindale lays it up and in for 2. His first points of the game. Rutherford deep 3, no good.
Carpenter, yep, and Garcia.
Euro steps around Lewis. Lewis has to foul him. And that's going to be Lewis's second. That's going to send Garcia to the line to shoot a pair.
I like how we're moving the ball, but I want to see somebody kind of penetrate in those gaps and maybe make the defense collapse. You're going to get a lot more open shots.
Makes the first.
Checking in for the Royals, number 10, Zach Stevens, and number 21, Brennan Trueblood.
Stevens and Trueblood in.
I didn't even notice Stevens go out.
Miles had come in for him.
Oh, okay.
Garcia's got one more coming. Not a lot of free throws shot in here. Makes the second. Back to a 10-point lead now for the Royals. Get it into the corner to Carter, back out to Stevens. Really a deep bench here for the Lions.
Yeah, they played everybody.
Carter with the short jumper. Was that Trueblood that assisted him there?
I think so. We'll call it Trueblood. Getting a little sloppy on those passes, though. We had a hard time holding on to him. Ethan did a nice job converting. They're going to call Miles.
Yep. Dixon drives. They're going to say
Zach.
Stevens with the foul. Zach's second.
Arthur checks in for the Lions.
Fortunately, I don't think fouls are going to become an issue for either team here.
No.
Nobody in foul trouble. Woodyard to Dixon in the corner. Oh, nice move by Arthur. Can't finish, gets his own rebound, then puts it back up and in for 2.
Yeah, he kind of got Ethan trailing him, and then Ethan jumped to block his shot because he was behind and kind of went from there. No, I missed Carter cutting. We're getting forced way, way out to run our offense.
But if we can do that right there, winning, no good.
Nope.
Rebound comes down to Woodyard.
Thinking we can get in those gaps in the zone.
Oh, that was
way hard.
Yeah. I was gonna say, was that one deflected or not? I couldn't tell.
It did not look deflected to me, but.
Oh, I think Rutherford might have got a finger on it.
Okay.
They're giving it to the Lions, so I was trying to see. It didn't look deflected, but like I said, may have been a finger. Dixon step back over Stevens, buries the three. Pretty move there by Elijah Dixon. That's his first basket of the game. And this was 32-18 just about a minute and a half ago.
Yep.
2 minutes ago.
They kind of go on.
Oh,
these
there
runs.
we go. Nice extra pass. Kick it back out. Miles for three. Too strong. Rebound. Comes down, then Miles with the steal. Oh, beautiful block and rebound there by Julian Carpenter.
That's a hard block to make.
And then Carpenter takes it all the way the other way, and it's down to a 5-point game, and Coach Paxton's going to take a timeout. I'm telling you what, Carpenter and Arthur have been huge for them.
Yep. Well, and on the offensive end, we keep shooting threes, and when they're not falling, we're not getting rebounds. So I'd like to see us go to the basket a little bit and see if we can pull the defense in at least.
Yeah, you're right. It's they're pushing us all the way out to the half-court line, which I think it's not flustering us, but it's not letting us get into our normal offense. But then we're moving the ball really well, but we're sometimes settling where, like you said, if we can get that ball into Carter or into Trueblood, or you'll probably see Jenkins come back in here as well, because Jenkins is such a good shooter from that 15-foot range. If we can get that, that's where we need to be at.
Well, and each time they brought the pressure out, they did that at the end of the first quarter, and now doing it again here partway through the third quarter, it's thrown us off just a bit. Let's see how this is going to go here.
So Eastern Hancock ball, they lead by 5 with 1:40 to go here in the third.
We got Rutherford going to initiate stuff now.
Well, they've backed it out. They're not in that same defense.
No. But they are moving side to side like crazy.
Yep.
They really need to swing it.
Rutherford, ball gets stuck, gets it into Stevens.
That's it.
Down to Trueblood. Nice
Beautiful
extra pass over to Winnan.
Oh.
Can't get the basket, but he's going to be fouled by Thomas Arthur.
That was a beautiful look from Youngblood.
That's going to send Miles Winnan to the line to shoot 2.
And that's what we needed.
Yep.
Their zone was really compact then, and they were moving like crazy. That was a lot of effort.
Well, again, as Miles hits that, they're playing 11 guys here.
Yep.
So really, they're staying fresh because nobody stayed on the court.
No, and I'm trying to think if it was Arkansas back in the day with Nolan Richardson, where they would press the whole time, and he would just substitute guys through, keep their legs fresh.
Second one no good, but it's knocked out of bounds off the Lions.
And we'll take that.
Well, and normally you can't – you're lucky to be able to do that at the JV level.
Absolutely.
As Kenyon Boyd comes back in. I mean, you just don't see that a lot at the JV level to be able to play like that.
No, that's a luxury.
So Stevens inbounds. They swing it around. Pretty well scouted play there because I thought we were going to get a look, but they were all over it.
But see, now they've backed up. They're not moving as much. That's where we need to shoot the threes. You get them. Get them sagging off just a bit right there.
Yeah, they're really moving in and out of how they're playing defense here. It's interesting
go,
to me.
I like that.
Get it to Miles, corner 3 from Winnan, in and out. Tipped around. Lions come away with it. That's Woodyard with his 5th board.
But that was a good shot.
Yeah, it was. Carpenter to Dixon, right back to Carpenter, 3 from the corner. Off the mark, tipped around. Stevens comes away with it. 30 seconds left here. Eastern Hancock leads by 6. You see us hold for the last shot. It's going to be our ball coming out of the half.
We want to see if we can get Luke sneaking down that corner and pull some of that pressure out. That's where we got that earlier play with Trueblood to Winnan.
Stevens dumps down to Winnan, blocked, but it's going to be a foul. Julian Carpenter's going to pick up his second, and that's going to send Miles back to the line to shoot 2.
And really, that was good positioning from Miles and Carpenter. I mean, you don't want to pick up a foul like that with, 9.8 seconds left.
Good ball movement there from the Royals. Miles rolls in the first. And hits the second.
Yep, Miles made 4 free throws. I think he's 4 for 6.
Yep. Drive down, we're going to get Miles for a foul with 4.9 on the clock.
Yeah, we don't want to bail him out. Oh, they called Zach.
Oh.
Zach now the first player in foul trouble.
.9 on the clock. Get it into Dixon. Dixon double clutches the 3 and airballs it.
Yeah, probably a little bit too much dribbling there at the end.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter with the score. Eastern Hancock 36, Liberty Christian 29. That quarter had everything. We went up. We were up 32-18 at one point. We got up 14, then got down to within 5, and then back up to 8 right there at the end of the quarter.
Yep, and they had 6 different players score.
We're going to step aside. We'll be right back after a word from these sponsors.
Are you guys ready for prom?
Yeah, I am. Are you going for prom royalty?
Yeah, I'm going to try and win this year.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Reagan, look out! Ah!
I mean, it is the King James version. We are at Liberty
Take
Christian.
Hath thou. Using all of our big words tonight.
Coach Paxton hath no fury like a bad pass. Gym's filling up nice. It's not huge. Very different than some of the ones we've been in recently, but it is filling up nice.
Different than Newcastle?
Yeah. It actually reminds me a little bit of Seton Catholic. Although we've got bleachers on both sides.
Yeah, Seton Catholic just has bleachers on one side.
It's got a very small, tight, almost claustrophobic feeling. With the arched ceiling in here, it makes it feel a lot smaller than I think it actually is.
Yeah.
And with the last couple gyms the girls have been playing in, we've been all over the place.
Shelbyville and Southmont. Seton Catholic's in the conference for these guys too. The Pioneer Conference. I was looking up on the wall. It's an interesting conference. Might talk about that during the varsity.
Yes, it is.
There's a lot of travel on this conference.
Yeah, and they're all private schools?
Most.
Or charter?
Most, I think. Miles, no good on the 3, pulled down there by Carpenter. Corner 3, his foot was on the line, but the official didn't see it. So Kenyon Boyd.
I'll tell you what, Boyd had a interesting shooting motion there. He almost shot sideways.
Yep.
Good job making a move. Got 4 guys around Gavin. That means somebody's got to be open. Oh, bounce pass it.
Stolen away there. Who turned that over?
That was Jenkins.
Dixon's going to pull the trigger from 3, and Dixon buries a 3.
2-point game for the Royals. Carter and Stevens getting set to check back in. We've got skip pass. Yep, there you go, Miles. Oh.
I think Miles has gotten a little gun shy. Been struggling. Rutherford's going to shoot it. He's off the mark. Tipped up, nearly tipped in there. Miles with the hustle play, gets the steal, and then we're going to get a foul. That's going to be Julian Carpenter's 3rd. Nice hustle there from Miles Winnan to steal that pass away from Carpenter.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great job.
Yeah, the Pioneer Conference, Liberty Christian, Anderson Prep, Muncie Burris, Seton Catholic University, Bethesda Christian, Indianapolis Shortridge, it's an IPS.
There we go, okay.
Greenwood Christian International and Park Tudor. And I don't know how they drew the lines north and south, which is a weird way to do it when you have schools that range from Richmond to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
You'd think you'd do an east-west split,
right.
But, that's one way to do it. So
that Burris to GCA is a heck of a trip.
Yes.
That's it.
Started to penetrate. There we go. Stevens gets in the lane, puts up the floater. Just too short.
Oh, Zach. And
then Zach just picked up his fourth. It was a good box out by Ethan Martindale.
Yeah. It was good offensive play from Zach, and they got a little overzealous trying to get the rebound or a steal from Martindale.
I'm thinking the Seton Catholic to anywhere trip is not fun either. I mean, I know it's just straight down 70, but really here in Anderson Prep and Muncie Burris aren't bad, but that university game, they're in division. So.
Yeah.
2-point game here. Boyd step back three over Winnan, airballs it, but Martindale there for the rebound. I think, nice move. Can't get the roll. Carter with the rebound.
I've got that as Carter's first rebound.
Me too. They're trying to get us trapped down in the corner. Coach is getting really excited every time we do, and then another bump there. Julian Carpenter just picked up his fourth.
I don't mind us getting down the corner because it's sucking everybody out. We should be able to get it inside as long as we don't try to go over the top.
Yep.
We've hit a couple of really good passes inside when we've gotten the ball down kind of below the volleyball line that's going across.
Yep. Stevens to Lewis. 4.5 minutes left here in the game. Eastern leads by 2. Rutherford's going to pull it and bury the three.
That's
Caleb
big.
Rutherford with our first points of the quarter. But then Dixon gets to the basket and the foul. Let's watch this one.
Man, that's Stevens. That's his fifth.
Ooh, I kind of got lucky because Stevens reached in. Watch that on the replay.
Yeah, that's what who'd they give that to? Lewis?
They gave it to Lewis. So Luke has 3. Dixon can't get the roll. Winnan with the rebound. 3-point lead for the Royals.
Lewis. Right there, quick. Beat it with.
Rutherford's going to take another 3 and bury another 3, assisted by Lewis. And it's almost like the start of every quarter, it's been all Royals, and then the finish of every quarter has been all Lions.
Right.
So we need to keep building on this lead here.
It's like they settle in and figure out what's going on. And some of it, I think, is the substitutions, the players that they've got in.
Yeah. Again, I absolutely respect the Lions. I love how they're subbing, though. I mean, to be able to do that is huge. Stevens thought about the 3. And right now, nobody feels comfortable shooting 3s for the Royals except for Rutherford. Oh, Stevens wide open. You got to take that one. Buries it.
That was big, too.
Assisted by Winnan again.
Because you're right. We're not wanting to take that shot, but that one they basically begged Zach to take.
Went from a 2-point lead to a 9-point lead like that, and that Lion defense is just not jumping to the passing lanes like they were. Dixon bumped by Lewis.
That's his fourth.
Coach Paxton saying, hey, he's going right. Darion Jones comes back in. He'll replace Jude Kelly-Rigney. Dixon gets it in. Over here to Boyd. Back to Dixon. Dixon falls down. Steal by Stevens. Winnan kicks it over there to Lewis. Back to Stevens on the wing. 2:20 to go here. Rutherford steps through, drives, kicks to Stevens. Oh, Darion Jones thought he had a clean steal, but
yeah, he had a hand on the back. And he didn't like the call, but he did go a little aggressive there.
Lenny Garcia coming back in. Stevens to Lewis.
Yeah, they've got man-to-man.
Back over here to Stevens. Well, with 2 minutes left, you almost have to go man. I think zone's been attacking, but you got to force us to do something. Stevens
and that was
nearly stolen away, but Zach corrals it with the hustle.
If we want to shoot, you need to go to the basket. If we're trying to stall, then stall. But if we want to get a shot, go to the basket. It's like that.
Miles pulls up, short jumper, no. Carter with the rebound, put back, no. Carter with the second rebound, and he's fouled. So Ethan Carter with 2 offensive rebounds and then gets fouled by Garcia on that last one. Now Carter will go to the line to shoot 2. Minute 33 left. Royals lead by 9. Thinking about our Paxton Farms player of the game, no one has really stood out as being the guy. We've had a lot of guys that have been good in spurts, but nobody's really just stood out for me. As Carter hits the first.
So Nave and Det Arum check in. Minute and a half left. We haven't seen Nave at all, and Det Arum hasn't been in since the first quarter. So
Nave's the only one I think who's the first one that hadn't been in yet.
Yep.
Carter too strong. Rebound goes to Jones. And another turnover there, steal by Stevens. 1:21 to go here. Stevens over to Rutherford. Oh, nice pass.
Oh, yeah, it was
too much. Nave with the steal. Garcia
foul out.
Gets fouled by Stevens. I don't think it'll end up mattering here. So
no. Jenkins and Trueblood come in. Garcia going to shoot a pair.
Missed the first. Julian Carpenter is going to come in for Elijah Dixon. I don't know what just happened.
Oh, either.
Do we have a lane violation before the shot?
Must have been.
Okay, lane violation before the shot.
You know, Caleb,
they're going to get Garcia for the foul. I thought that was going to be offensive there.
Yeah, Caleb got to be careful. He's trying to give himself space, but he got that forearm extended, and a lot of times once they see that forearm out, you're getting an offensive foul.
Well, that's 5 fouls on them. I only had 4 fouls on them. But I'm sure they're right and I'm wrong. So that'll send Rutherford to the line to shoot 2. Although we were right at Morristown. I went back and watched. They messed it up. Rutherford no good on the first.
Good to know. I like being right.
Rutherford no good on either one of them.
Yeah,
Trueblood with the offensive rebound, though. Lewis to Rutherford, 40 seconds left here. See if we can run this out without having to take a shot. Jenkins in the high post. Trueblood gets it in the corner. 25 seconds left here. Lewis to Trueblood, lays it in for 2. Stepped on the line there. So Royals will inbound. They got 7 seconds left to kill here with a 12-point lead. I think we're safe.
Yeah, we're good, but we had to work way harder than maybe we should have. Credit to this Liberty Christian team.
Trueblood's going to back it out. And that'll do it. Final score of the JV game, Eastern Hancock 49, Liberty Christian 37. Eastern Hancock now, I believe, and now don't quote me on this, that was our 21st game for the JV. I believe we are 15-6.
Awesome.
So one more game coming for this JV group. They'll play Friday night at home, senior night, against the Hagerstown Tigers, where they will be looking to finish that season with a 16th win there. If I'm correct on all my wins, I think I am. So
we'll go with it for tonight at least.
So good job there by the Royals. You want to? I'll let you finish tallying and scoring.
All right. You want to go through both of them? Or
go
just,
for it.
All right. So looks like, unofficially, Thomas Arthur led the Liberty Christian Lions with 9 points and Elijah Dixon with 8. And we had Kenyon Boyd with 6. We had Lenny Garcia with 4. Julian Carpenter with 4. Could have sworn he had more. He seemed like he was everywhere.
Yeah.
Jude Kelly Rigney with 2 and Davion Jones with 2. For the Royals, we were led by Caleb Rutherford, 16. He had 4 3-pointers. Zach Stevens joined him in double figures with 10. Wennon with 9. Good to see Miles scoring a little bit. Ethan Carter with 8. Trueblood with 4. And Jenkins with 2.
So good job for Coach Paxton's crew. We're going to take a break here. It is senior night, so we're going to have the senior night festivities. So we'll take a break during this, and we'll be back with the varsity game whenever senior night is over.
One thing I love about 9-Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. I encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9-Star cooperative is. They give back and they have so much to offer.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Nine Star is very focused on customer and member care, focused on making sure that however we communicate with the member and customer is how they want to communicate.
You know, sometimes we're the one person that they speak to in a day, and you want that conversation to be happy and pleasant.
As a nonprofit co-op, we're focused on providing the best service we can for our members.
Nine Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At 9-Star Connect, we're a different kind of utility. We're a nonprofit cooperative owned by our members. We have a local 24/7, 365 support center. At 9-Star Connect, we're a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Attention car owners. Has your vehicle seen better days? Introducing Dents Automotive, your go-to solution for those unsightly dents and dings. Our expert technicians use state-of-the-art techniques to restore your car's beauty like magic. Whether it's a minor ding or a pesky dent, we've got you covered. With years of experience and a passion for perfection, we'll have your car looking like new in no time. Don't let dents cramp your style. Visit Dents Automotive today and drive away with a smile. Your car deserves the best. Dents Automotive, where excellence meets restoration.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At 9-Star Connect, we're committed to delivering dependable and affordable electricity, and we know the best internet service is all about speed and reliability. We deliver both. At 9-Star Connect, we are a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Are you sure we should be driving?
Yeah, I only had a little bit.
Look out! Whoa!
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
When moving into a new home, we ask ourselves questions like, who is the best internet provider in town? Well, have you considered locally owned 9-Star Connect? We've become the fastest, most reliable, and dedicated fiber-to-the-home internet company in central Indiana. Our internet packages have been modified, and we are changing speeds at a more competitive price. So give us a look. Visit us at 9starconnect.com. 9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
I live in a rural area and I am an electric and internet customer. One day I received a check in the mail and I didn't really realize what it was for. Something that I really didn't realize, that I was getting money back for the services that they give to me, which is nice. Being local, you don't really see that from bigger companies. 9-Star is different than others.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
My philosophy is we're going to throw the score points in this league and run to win.
He's at the 5. Touchdown! Another big play for Josh Downs. And he's picked off by the Colts. Puts it outside, down the far sideline. He's at the 30. And the Colts defense has come up with a stop.
You come to Lucas Oil Stadium, you're in for a 60-minute just brawl.
And it's going to be some exciting football.
Good evening, folks, and welcome here to Anderson, Indiana. We're on the campus of Liberty Christian High School here in Anderson as the Eastern Hancock Royals are getting ready to take on the Liberty Christian Lions here at senior night. Let's walk through and look a little bit about these two teams. Eastern Hancock's schedule. Eastern Hancock has a record of 10-9 on the season. They've got 3 games left to play. All of them, unfortunately, are going to have to be this week as we play here tonight. We're at Union Modoc tomorrow night for a varsity-only contest, and then back in action Friday at home for senior night against the Hagerstown Tigers. We've been on a little bit of a roll dating back to that Cowan game. Stumbled a little bit at Blue River last week. Tuesday night game. Sometimes it's hard on these Tuesday night games to get going, especially a road game. And we only hit 1-3 all night, and it just wasn't our night in that regard. If we look at Liberty Christian, they have a record of 12-9 and have played one of the most interesting schedules because it's been so polar opposites. You see teams like Noblesville, Lawrence Central, 2 of the top teams regardless of class. And then you see some of those, like the Phelan Academy, Indiana Math and Science, some teams that have been struggling this year. Brownsburg, one of the top teams in the state. So a brutal schedule for the Lions. Let me look at that. Brownsburg, 4A. Tech, 4A. Pendleton Heights, 4A. Then you see Anderson, 4A. Then you come down here to the end and you have Lawrence Central, Noblesville. I mean, it has been a brutal schedule for them, but they have come out, like I said, 12-9, and probably going to be better for it when it comes to tournament time next week. They'll be taking on Anderson Prep in that sectional. Looks like them, the Lions and the Daleville Broncos look to be the 2 favorites there. If we look at the 2 sectionals, here's the brackets. They're kind of hard to see probably unless you're watching on a TV. There on the bottom, Eastern Hancock's going to take on Cecina down at Triton Central on Tuesday night of next week. The winner there, hopefully the Royals, will take on the host Triton Central Tigers on Friday. And the winner of that will play the winner of Riverside and Irvington Prep. Liberty Christian also plays in the Tuesday night game where they'll play Anderson Prep. And then they will take on, if they win that game, they'll take on the host Tri-Central Trojans. How about that? Tri-Central and Triton Central, both hosting sectionals this year.
Very interesting.
So,
if we could just get Triton to complete the trifecta.
I think Triton does host one, actually.
There you go.
What about Tri-High?
Yeah.
And Tri-West?
You got a lot of tries.
Tri-County?
Try harder.
So we want to thank you guys for choosing to spend your night with us.
Oh, I feel like I'm hearing the Michigan. Is it Michigan?
I don't know. I don't.
Fight song. It's giving me PTSD from the national championship football game. I am not a Michigan fan. Sorry if I offend any of you. I went to college with some obnoxious Michigan fans, which I think is many of them. I don't know, we're offending our listeners. All right.
Let's see here. We got about 13 seconds left until tip-off. Our camera keeps getting kind of bumped here.
We did have an exciting JV game before this.
It was a good JV game. Eastern Hancock moved to 15-6 on the season.
Good evening and welcome to the campus of Liberty Christian School for tonight's senior night matchup between the Eastern Hancock Royals, your Liberty Christian Lions.
There's a lot of people on the court, and I'm not sure. We have a word of prayer, and then we'll start here with the national anthem.
Bow your heads with me. Father, thank you so much for the privilege and the honor we have today to be a part of this game. I pray, Father, most importantly tonight, that you, Jesus, will be glorified in all that we do. I pray, God, that your presence would be in this place. God, your anointing would be on our coaches, our players, and our referees. And God, that you, God, will be here. I pray for both teams tonight that there'll be 0 injuries, that we will be injury-free tonight. And most importantly, Lord God, that those that don't know you will know you even before they leave this room. And Lord, we thank you for it, God, in Jesus' name. And everyone said?
Nice anthem there from the Liberty Christian Choir. I was trying to figure out why there was a large group of people coming out on the court, but I always like when a choir sings it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Kids getting involved.
So we got starting lineups here. First for the Eastern Hancock Royals. Senior forward, number 13, Caden Willis. The senior point guard, number 32, Luke Morris. A junior forward, number 33, Luke Schilling. The shooting guard, a senior, number 35, Charlie Halcomb. And the center in the middle, number 43, a junior, Caden Rubel. Caden right now is looking at some stats, sitting on 209 rebounds for the season. That puts him 17th all-time in Eastern Hancock history. But we still have three regular season games to go and at least one guaranteed tournament game. So got a chance to realistically move up quite a bit in that. And I would say the biggest improvement in his game this year has been his aggression and rebounding.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So starting lineups here. First for the Liberty Christian Lions, a 6'2 senior, number 0, Devin Kelly. A 5'9 freshman, number 2, Tywayne Fuller Jr. 6'6 junior, number 5, Amarian Page. And then a 6'3 freshman, number 11, TJ English. And then a 6'1 senior, number 24, Jeremy Johnson. I will say this, we're going to mess up some of the names tonight because these are difficult jerseys to read. It's almost like cursive script on the letter or on the numbers. And so unless you're head on looking at them, they are very difficult to read. So I apologize in advance if you're a Lion fan and I mess up any of the names because it is, like I said, unless you're looking straight at it, hard. Willis and Page set to jump. Page tips it back, and the Lions will control off the opening tip. Royals starting off in man. English over there. Gets it to Fuller. Fuller drives, kicks to the corner. Drive there, take. And that is Jeremy Johnson that takes it to the rim. Schilling's going to pick up the foul. Johnson just drives. Schilling didn't get any help. Had to foul him, and that's going to send Johnson to the line to shoot.
Yeah, that was not an auspicious start for us. They kind of sliced through us like a hot knife through butter as Johnson makes his free throw.
Johnson only a 36% free throw shooter, but makes that one. One thing Liberty Christian likes to do is press. And I would probably guess we're going to see a lot of pressure all game. Willis up top with it, gets it over to Rubel in the corner. Rubel's going to pull the trigger from 3. Too strong. Rebound kicked around. Morris gets the rebound. Rubel dishes over here to Willis.
Good hustle play from Morris. Came flying out of nowhere on the floor.
Oh, nice pass. Halcomb into Brubel, and 2 points off the assist from Charlie Halcomb.
Great vision from Charlie. That was a very, very laser-like pass.
Johnson again working on Schilling. Dribbles through, gets to the rim, and 2 more for Johnson.
And it's like they've decided to pick on Schilling.
And Schilling, one of our better defenders, so it's not like that's a weak spot. You know, sometimes in football you pick on a weak defender, but Schilling's going to take the 3 from the corner.
Nope.
Off the mark. Offensive rebound goes to Rubel. Kicks it back out. Rubel dishes to Willis, but Willis was standing on the line, and that's the first turnover of the game.
And really, that's not a bad idea. Willis needs to just keep coming on through, even if he has to step out to do it. I like Rubel's look.
Wayne Fuller's going to bring it across. Kicks it over here to Kelly. Into the corner to Johnson. Looks like we've switched to a zone now.
Yep.
Fuller now in the corner with it. Dishes inside. And that was an up and under move from TJ English. And I know this Liberty Christian team does not shoot particularly well from deep. So they're in the 20% range. So that's why I think we're going to see this packed in zone force them to hit some threes here. Royals finally break the press. Rubel down inside to Willis. Willis fade away, just can't get it. And Devin Kelly with the rebound. Up ahead, too strong. It's going to be another turnover. 7-2 Lions here early on.
I like how we're looking, but I feel like we're being sped up by the pressure. We need to kind of settle down and make sure we're, not let the adrenaline kick in too much.
Good look. Another turnover there for the Royals. Fuller up ahead. Fuller scoops it up and in. I think that was Schilling's pass that got deflected. Fuller goes the other way. Find Rubel in the corner. Another 3 from Rubel. No, off the mark. Willis with the offensive rebound. Tries to get the putback, and he's shoved in the back by Devin Kelly. That's going to send Caden Willis to the line to shoot a pair.
And I know Rubel can hit that. We've seen him do that fairly consistently like the last month, but I think they'll live with Rubel shooting the 3 in the corner.
Yeah. Well, you said it, Willis short on the first one. You said it about, sorry, I'm trying to think of who the foul was on. You said we're getting sped up.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a bad look, but that was an early look within the course of the offense as Willis hits the second one. Fuller finds English, pulls up. No, air ball. Rebound goes to Willis.
Right, and there's that outside shooting you were talking about.
And Willis is going to get called for the charge.
And he knew it was coming, because Caden kind of pulled back a little bit, but he couldn't stop his momentum.
Yep, he tried. Wayne Fuller got down their way.
That's probably the softest charge you're ever going to see.
By the way, the 3 of the 4 leading scorers, maybe 3 leading scorers for the Lions are all freshmen. 3 on the way. Good for Jeremy Johnson, and he has been on fire. He's got 10 of their 12 points. Royals really getting trapped here, but if we can break this, we're going to get a layup. Rubel into Willis. Willis just couldn't quite handle it. Kicks it back over, stolen away by Devin Kelly, and then Luke Morris is going to pick up the foul. So a turnover by Willis, and then Morris fouls, just trying to prevent the easy layup there. Twelve to 3 Lions here. Eli Manship will check in for Willis. Lob in there to English, gets knocked away. Or no, that was to Johnson. English was the one that corrals it. Kicks it back out here to Johnson. Over to Kelly. Now Fuller on the wing. English drives, puts up the floater. TJ English with his 4th point of the game.
So my question is, if we want him to shoot outside, should we sag back on our zone?
Yeah, our zone should be packed in deeper than this. I think that was part of the plan, but I think you're so accustomed to playing out wider and making things harder. Ball's poked away from Morris. Morris loses it. Going the other way, and that is Page with the step through. Another turnover, and all of a sudden like that, it is 16-3 Lions. Coach Bechtel wants a full timeout. And we're going to step away, and we'll be back after a word from these sponsors.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm.
That was a really quick full timeout. There was no way that was a minute.
No.
The Royals going full court here. Coach Bechtel with the good timeout to settle the troops, but another steal there. Schilling turns it over, and that was that Kelly with the layup?
I think so.
Kelly with 2 more. Schilling finds Halcomb into the corner to Rubel. And that was wise by Rubel to back that out. Now let's set up the offense. We're not getting sped up. Schilling drives, has it poked away from behind. Another turnover. Good job by Charlie of getting back. He cut off Johnson. Johnson's floater no good. Rubel's going to pull down the rebound. Great hustle there by Halcomb to get back and keep another layup from happening there. 15-point lead here for the Liberty Christian Lions. Nice pass, manship to Schilling, but then it is sent into the cheerleaders there. That was
and really that was Luke looking for somebody coming. If he would have gone straight up with it, it may have beaten the block coming over.
Yep, he thought he was going to get a pump fake, and then he realized there were 2 guys there and wasn't going to get the pump fake and the
I don't think he
foul.
realized how open he was even.
There's Schilling wide open for 3, buries it. Luke Schilling off the inbound pass from Charlie Halcomb, and we needed that desperately.
Absolutely.
18-6 Lions here, 2:50 to go here in the first quarter of this varsity game. See, now you see that zone, nobody's outside the 3. Well, we keep jumping out a little bit at it.
Yeah.
Fuller over here to Johnson. Johnson goes back to Fuller up the top of the key.
There, I like that.
Yep, this is what I like. So force them to take a 3 from 3 or 4 feet out beyond the arc. Dump it down in.
Slip pass.
That was a beautiful pass from Fuller into Kelly.
Right at the hip, and Schilling was playing pretty good defense. They just got an angle on him.
And this Lion team is just so long. Rubel 3 on the way. Perfect. Assisted by Charlie again. Leads down to 11 now after back-to-back 3s from the Royals. Maybe we can catch fire here and start knocking our 3s down. 3 on the way, and that one was English. TJ English, he's got 7 now as he hits the 3.
But you live with that, right?
Yeah, that's what you're. I mean, again, a team that's shooting in the under 30% as a team. This is what you live with. Schilling again. Can't get the roll on that one. That board is pulled down there by Jordan Harrelson. Fuller's going to stop pop. No, Rubel with another rebound. 23-9. Oh, Schilling just has it poked away. And that's Devin Kelly again. Morris trapped. Got a foul there. Devin Kelly just picked up his second.
Yep.
That's a big foul for them. So Marquise Kelly and Jelani Dixon check in. Caden Powers will come in for the Royals.
Yep, Amarian Page checked back in as well.
Oh, okay, I didn't see him.
Yep.
Powers lobs it in there to Schilling. And this Lion team just so long.
That's the pass.
Yep, get it into Rubel. Rubel's turnaround, no, but manship for the offensive rebound, and then he's fouled. That foul went on Marquise Kelly, his first. Team's third. So you're right, that was the pass. Get it into Rubel there. If we can get, again, if we could get it around the long arms of this Lion team and get it into the post, good things are really going to happen in a hurry if we can keep doing that.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Again.
Into Rubel. Rubel has it poked away, but another foul.
He just can't hesitate as much. He's going to, like when Caden is reacting instead of thinking so much about what move he wants to do, he's making the passes. He's going strong to the basket.
That one was on Marquise Kelly, his second. By the way, they've let everybody play really physical for 7 minutes, and then in the last 20 seconds have started blowing everything dead. Manship no good. English with the rebound. English goes through. They're going to give him the basket and the foul. Let's watch it on the replay here.
Powers with the.
What do you think, Coach Knight?
I don't know.
Watch it one more time here.
I think it was on the floor. I mean, I can see it. I mean, that's a. You get that call sometimes you don't.
English knocks home the free throw. 28-9 here with 35 seconds to go. Ooh, nearly another steal going over there to Shaw. Powers has got it. Powers will pull the trigger. Powers drains a three. And then a turnover from the Lions. That's big
rare.
Right there.
Yeah, that's been rare.
And right now we're actually shooting really well from three. We're just not getting a ton of looks. We've had 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Morris beats the defender, kicks over here to Manship. Manship's going to drive in, put up the layup. He was expecting contact,
Yep.
no.
Great job from Rubel.
Rubel with the rebound, and then Rubel gets fouled.
Well, that one, Rubel picked up the backside rebound and then went up, and he had about 3 guys hanging off him. Too bad that he didn't get a chance for the and one, but that was a really good play.
Yeah, Manship thought he was going to get fouled and just put that up way too hard. So Rubel short on the first one. And this is one of those gyms, we usually talk about this being a shooter's type gym. Walls really close there to the baseline. Second one too strong. Rebound comes off to TJ English.
Now I will say we're having to work really hard on both ends of the floor this early in the game.
English step back three, no. I'll give Rubel the credit for the rebound there, as it happened right as the buzzer went off, so we'll give him credit. So 28-12 Lions. And Scott, we can't give up 28 points each quarter, or this is going to turn. This is going to be a 112-point game.
Yeah.
So let's not do that.
It'll be the NBA All-Star game.
It will. Well, nobody's been pulling up from half court just for funsies yet. So
Yet.
We're going to step aside and take a break and hear a word from our sponsors, Dents Automotive.
Attention car owners. Has your vehicle seen better days? Introducing Dents Automotive, your go-to solution for those unsightly dents and dings. Our expert technicians use state-of-the-art techniques to restore your car's beauty like magic. Whether it's a minor ding or a pesky dent, we've got you covered. With years of experience and a passion for perfection, we'll have your car looking like new in no time. Don't let dents cramp your style. Visit Dents Automotive today and drive away with a smile. Your car deserves the best. Dents Automotive, where excellence meets restoration.
So we're back here getting ready to start the second quarter from Liberty Christian High School here in Anderson, Indiana. If I can get my, there we go. It's better with the clock. And the Royals, I think the story of the game has been turnovers. And not just turnovers, but we have 6 turnovers. 5 of them have led to instant points. The pick six variety, if you will, like an interception getting returned for a touchdown. And that's been the key difference. We just have gotten sped up, got those turnovers. Now we just got to settle down. Settle down, get back into it here. So get it into Morris. The Royal ball here to start. Swing it over to Morris. He drives, gets cut off. You get to Shaw now in the corner. Back up to Powers. Swing it over to Luke. 3 on the way from Morris. Off the mark. Rebound fought for and pulled down there by Jeremy Johnson.
And they are quick to all the loose balls. Though they rushed that shot for the first time.
Great box out there for a couple of Royals. I think Shaw and Powers both with great box outs, and Manship gets the rebound. Shaw decides not to shoot it.
And that's got a bounce pass. Oh, they called the charge.
Yeah, they did call the charge.
Good job, Luke.
That was a weird sequence there. It was like he lost the ball first.
That's Kelly's third foul.
Yep, Devin Kelly picks up his third, and he's been key. He's got 6 points and has been at least 3 steals.
Yeah.
So,
although they bring TJ English and his 10 points right back in.
Yep.
So they are just coming after us, coming after us, coming after us.
We talked about how deep the JV was and how they played 11 guys. Varsity's doing the same thing right now. Lob into Rubel. Kicks over to Manship, swings around to Morris. Morris drives, finds Powers, 3 on the way. Too strong. Manship skies up for the rebound, and it's a goaltend. So Shaw is going to get the Manship with the offensive rebound, Shaw with the basket.
Does Manship get an assist on that?
Yeah, Manship would get an assist on that because it's a goaltend. So it's the same as if the ball went in.
Yeah.
So cut the lead down to 14.
I like that. That was pretty good ball movement, in and out, across the court. A little more deliberate with what we're doing.
Johnson drives, and he traveled with it.
And we were sagging off a little bit there.
Yep.
Now, we may have dug a deep, a hole that's too deep. I don't know, but I like kind of what we're doing right now.
Now, the way Liberty Christian plays this frantic style, it's never going to be too deep because, look, right here, Powers again for 3. Nope. Off the mark, knocked out of bounds. Oh, that one went. Rubel did a nice job hustling, knocked it off of Tywayne Fuller. But you know what I mean? Like, it's with the way they play, they're not going to slow it down and hold. So it does no deficit unless it's like running clock is never going to be too big against a team that plays like this.
No, you start thinking, can we get it?
Way off the mark there was Rubel. Fuller going the other way with it.
Using the official as a screen.
Coach Bechtel said he stepped on the line, but he went around the official, so the official couldn't see it there. So Johnson with it. Kicks it over there to Page. Hands off to Fuller. They swing it back around to Johnson. He gets around Shaw. Puts it up. Nice job. Rubel knocks it away, and Shaw comes away with the steal.
That was some great defense.
Shaw Euro steps around. Fuller, what a play by that young man.
I think Shaw was going to pass.
Oh, wow.
That's tough.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that it was going to be a charge. So here the official said the ball hit him. And there it is. Yep, the ball hit him before we got bailed out there because Luke was about to pick up his second. So that was actually a really, really good call by the official because the easy thing would have just been like, it was a foul. But the ball bounced off him and he was out of bounds. Shaw drives. Runner from Shaw, just off the mark, but he's fighting for the rebound. It comes away there to TJ English.
Oh, that's the second time an official's been involved in a play. You don't see that very often.
Nope. They kick it around. Fuller for 3, buries it. Tywayne Fuller hits his first 3 of the game, gets his first points of the game.
Well, that's their first points of the quarter.
Yeah, it is.
Almost 3 minutes in.
Coach Norman Anderson wants a timeout. We're going to step away for just a sec and hear from our friends at 9 Star.
I'm Mason Gillis, 6th man for the Big Ten champion Purdue Boilermakers. 9 Star has blazing fast internet. A call to 9 Star for high-speed internet is a slam dunk.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
So back here, this game, there's still 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second. This game feels like it should be in the third quarter right now.
Absolutely.
Or like a minute left in the half. I mean, it's been
a lot of action.
Which I love this style of play. I love the up-tempo style of play. I just wish we were scoring a little bit more.
Absolutely. It's hard to win when you don't score.
So Morris trying to bring it across here. Finds Rubel.
There it is.
You got Manship diving. That's a good job there by Page of get back and get in the passing lane.
Yeah, I thought Eli was going to be wide open.
Morris finds Manship. Kicks it over here to Powers. Powers is going to drive. Pulls up. Shaw for three. Garrett Shaw buries the three.
Yep, and that was a good last pass from Powers. He drew the defense to him. There were about 3 guys standing around him, and Garrett all by himself.
Yeah, that was a nice job, Powers to Shaw for the big three. If you had Garrett Shaw as our leading scorer right now,
that's not on my bingo card.
I was going to say that was but he's playing real well right now.
Yeah, some good energy from Garrett.
This is an interesting. Fuller being real patient here. We're not even coming out. They're just like, we got bored with that.
Yeah, see, because they know we're trying to get him to shoot from outside.
Yep. But it did pull us out just a little bit. So see how Manship now, we're in like a 1-2-2 now.
Yep, I noticed that. See if we can kind of take away maybe an angle or something.
And you wonder how much of this is us prepping for the sectional. How much of this is us looking at, a bad miss, Morris with the rebound, looking at what Cecina does or what Triton Central does, and let's work on some defenses here that we don't normally play, because I don't know that I've seen us play that 1-2-2 much, if at all. Ball's poked away. He's going to stay here with the Royals.
Yeah, Willis and Halcomb check in for Manship and Powers. He's got some good minutes from Manship and Powers.
Marquise Kelly comes back in. He's got 2 fouls, so he's got to be careful for the Lions. Shaw lobs it into Morris. Morris nearly lost the handle, gets it over to Rubel. Rubel's going to take the 3 from straight ahead. Misses almost everything. Rebound comes away to Jeremy Johnson. Johnson goes the other way, puts it up and in for 2.
They're killing us in transition.
Yeah, their transition offense has been the difference really in this game.
Jeremy Johnson averages 3.5 points. He's got 12.
Shaw thought about it, finds Willis in the corner. Willis will pull the trigger. No. Morris there for the offensive rebound. He'll kick to Charlie Halcomb. Charlie finds Shaw, long 2 from Shaw. Too strong. Rubel with the offensive rebound. He puts it up and in. (33-19). We've kept it right here at like this 14-point deficit for this whole quarter. I mean, this quarter's been even because we've only turned it over once.
Yeah, and we've settled in a little bit. That was a nice move.
Step through there by TJ English, the Ruby White step through, basically.
Yep.
I heard some of our fans yell travel, but it was a nice move by him. Garrett Shaw trying to get the defender off, gets it over there to Morris. And there, Marquise Kelly just picked up his 3rd.
Yep. And this is the downside of that really aggressive defense is sometimes you end up getting fouls like that. That is going to create some different matchups.
(35-19) here. 2:15 to play. Chuck in the corner with it. Tries to drive on Fuller. Gets it into Rubel. Rubel's got a clear lane to the basket, and he's going to be fouled by Page.
And I like that aggressive move to the basket from Caden. He has a matchup he likes. Jordan Harrelson now guarding him. Gives him a little different type of defender, and he was going right at him.
Well, and here's the thing. This Liberty Christian team, the way they're protecting the rim, it's almost like Page went at that, like, I don't care if I pick up the foul, you're not getting the basket here.
Right.
And so we got to take advantage of that and get them in foul trouble as Rubel hits both free throws.
Well, and both of the Kellys have 3 fouls.
Yeah. Devin Kelly, Marquise Kelly, both with 3. Nobody else with more than 1. And nobody with more than 1 for the Royals. Johnson. Deep 3 from Johnson, and he buries it.
He is feeling it tonight.
Yes, he is.
And it's senior night. Johnson, the senior, 15 points.
Only, I don't have him as making a 3 all season, but they only have like 15 games worth of stats in there. They find Morris in the corner. Morris to answer. Airballs it, but good block out there by Willis.
Yeah, ball gets batted around a little bit, finally goes off Shaw. I liked Willis backing him out.
But he just backed Harrelson out of there, and Harrelson had to decide if I was going to get a push or let it go, but then Willis was so focused on his box out he didn't grab the rebound. Fuller penetrates, poked away by Shaw, but Fuller retains it. I like the hands there from Shaw. Johnson thought about another deep three and then was like, nah. Kicks it back out here to English. TJ English drives. He's going to get a foul on Willis first. Yep, Willis with the reach in. That'll be Caden Willis's first with 1:05 left here in the first half.
Yeah, there's a couple of these Liberty Christian Lions when they get up ahead of steam going toward the basket.
Sorry, that's 2 on Willis. Well, they're so – a couple of these guys, like TJ English, is so athletic. Fuller throws it off the back of Manship, but can't do anything with it. He's so athletic that even when you're there in a position to take a charge, he's able to just maneuver around you.
Yeah, some really good body control when they get in the air.
Johnson finds Fuller. Back over here to Johnson at the volleyball line.
Can they hold it for the last minute? That's the big question.
Harrelson dumps it inside to Page, and Page is going to get fouled.
Call Eli or Garrett?
Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw at the reach, I think. And I think that was legit.
So Schilling's going to come in for Shaw. Good minutes for Shaw there.
Yep, very good minutes. Schilling got a much-needed break after that start.
Fuller lobs it into Johnson. Johnson misses the shot. Rubel with the rebound. There you go. Didn't want to hold for the last minute, so Eastern now will get the last shot. Morris spins, finds Schilling. Schilling drives, kicks back out to Morris. Into Rubel. He'll kick out. Manship with the long 2 off the mark. Schilling with the offensive rebound, puts it back up. No. Rebound comes down to Page. 10 seconds left here. Johnson with the forced heave, no good, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And we held them to 10 that quarter, Scott.
Yeah, that was a little bit more balanced. They came out like a house of fire on that first one. I mean, it was 10-9. That was a 1-point difference in that quarter. So we need to play like that and just convert a few more of our shots to crawl back in this.
Yes, we do. So at the halftime break, as the cheerleader's going to have something here on the screen, so we're going to stay with that here. At the halftime break, the score, Liberty Christian 38, Eastern Hancock 21. You're listening to the Eastern Hancock Sports Network.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
In high school sports, there are some things more important than winning.
Like helping student athletes build character, become better people, and prepare for life. I'm Brian Lewis.
And I'm Chris Kaufman. We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. And we believe the purpose of high school sports is much greater than what the scoreboard says.
It's about teaching. It's about growth. It's about developing the whole person, not just the athlete.
That's our number one priority. Every sport, every student athlete, every day.
Let's champion what we believe in. Like learning, like character, like integrity.
If you support the mission of high school sports and the life lessons they teach, then buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events. Join us in being a champion of high school sports.
This is what we do. This is what we believe. This is your IHSAA.
We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some. And when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our weekly conversation with Paul Neidig, the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's an extremely busy time, high school sports in our state. We are getting ready to crown our first champion in the winter sports schedule this very, very soon. Girls swimming coming up this weekend, correct?
That's right, Coach. We'll be at the beautiful Auditorium this weekend. Who are world champions, have been crowned many, many times, the home of Indiana's Olympians and others. But girls swimming, we'll be there this Friday night and Saturday. And actually, Coach, it's the 50th anniversary this year of our girls swimming state championship. So, as I think the story goes, that Carmel will be looking to defend once again, and they have a strong team as they always do. It's the quality of swimming in this state. We have kids that will be actually swimming for national records, and we'll do that with the girls this week, and in 2 weeks we'll do it with the boys. World level athletes swim in our high school meet every year, and so it's going to be a great weekend.
Also, we got wrestling semi-states. We're getting closer to being down in Evansville for the championships in wrestling. First time down there, and I'm assuming right now people are just beyond excited about the prospects of the wrestling championship in not too many days.
Oh, they are, and Evansville's my hometown, and Poseville's my hometown, but Evansville's where I live, and it's that community is excited. They're throwing out they've got keys to the city and the red carpet, and the shuttle bus is warmed up to put a great show on for the people that'll be visiting Evansville. Many people will be getting there for the first time, and the Ford Center will be an exciting place because we anticipate sellouts for all sessions, and again, the quality of wrestling is really strong, and Evansville is ready to host. I know they've been working hard, and they're prepared to put their best foot forward as we show up there in 2 weeks.
Regionals and girls basketball coming up, and as we're talking about championships, we're also talking about pairing shows. The boys pairing show will come up on the 19th of February, and this weekend, the semi-state pairing show coming up on IHSAATV.org. Tell me about the pairing show coming up for the girls semi-states.
Yeah, Coach, it's something new that we started last year. And, we had a slight tournament change, and it was met with, I think, a lot of success. But on Sunday at 2 o'clock, we're going to have a draw show for the semi-state pairing. So we'll hit all of our venues around the state, and we'll let people know who's playing in the 1A South and the 2A South and the subsequent tournaments in the North, and then we're going to lay out the day across this state for how our semi-state's going to be, and it's adds a level of excitement. Another pairing show for our participants to tune into, and Greg Rakestraw will break the brackets down as he can, and we'll talk about the tournament and the march towards Gainbridge Fieldhouse, home of the Fever and the Pacers.
We had a great weekend last week with the sectional championships. I'm assuming from your standpoint it was a successful beginning to a great tournament.
It was. We had great crowds. Our staff was across the state attending those games, and I watched several on IHSA TV, and the crowds were just phenomenal. And I'm always thankful that community still matters, and people want to get out and support their local teams as they always have, and they're still out there doing it in great fashion in this state.
Don't forget, everyone, get out and support your student athletes in your community. We have girls swimming at the natatorium this weekend, wrestling semi-states going on around the state, the pairing show for the girls tournament, semi-state pairing show, 2 o'clock on Sunday, and the boys pairing show, boys basketball championship pairing show coming up on the 19th of February. Commissioner, thank you so much for all you do. Thanks for taking time. Enjoy the busy weekend, and we'll look forward to our conversation next week.
Absolutely, Coach, and you have a great week, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
One thing I love about 9-Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. I encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9-Star cooperative is. They give back and they have so much to offer.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Not everyone can be a champion in high school sports, but everyone can be a champion of high school sports.
That's right. Fans and parents can be champions. Coaches and officials, educators, and the media can all be champions of high school sports. I'm Paul Knighty, Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Assistant Commissioner Janie Ulmer. Being a champion of high school sports is about so much more than winning and losing, setting records, or raising trophies.
It's about supporting the mission of education-based athletics, preserving the opportunity for student athletes to grow and develop in the second classroom, and to protect high school sports for future generations to come.
Champions of high school sports are just one of the many reasons that education-based athletics in Indiana are so special.
And the easiest way to be a champion is by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic event.
This is showing support. This is championing high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
I'm Mason Gillis.
All right, folks, we're back here getting ready to start the third quarter as the Eastern Hancock Royals trail the Liberty Christian Lions 38-21 here at Liberty Christian High School. Tell you what, the DJ has gotten the student section and cheerleaders very excited. They've been dancing nonstop, basically.
Well, I recognize a lot of these songs. I don't always recognize the pregame songs anymore, unless it's Coach Spalding's playlist.
I think if my wife was listening, she would tell me that these are like TikTok dance songs.
Oh, sure.
That a lot of the cheerleaders like to dance to.
Or cheerleader camp, right?
Or cheer camp songs.
Yeah.
They just played Church Clap, which I know
That's
this
what
year.
I was trying to figure out which one that was,
Church Clap was a big one in the cheer community that I know of, because when we hosted the cheer competition, I got requested that numerous times, even though I had already played it.
Yes, so all 500 of them could get up and dance together.
Yes, and then and it's been so I know a lot of those songs. It's been fun.
Your kids are learning the dances?
Yes.
Yeah, and who doesn't love Bieber? Even the people that don't like Bieber will get up and dance to Bieber. All right, about to get underway. Royals with a much better second quarter. We only got outscored by one. It was 10-9 that time. We looked more confident on both ends of the floor. See if we can get that to carry over here.
Well, let's see if the foul trouble starts to bound up, too, for the Lions.
Yeah, both Kellys, right?
Yeah, two of their key players with three.
Yeah, that's one of them right there, Devin Kelly.
Drives in, kicks it back out to TJ English.
English with a monster first half.
Fuller, corner three, buries it.
We didn't hear a lot from him on the scoring front, but Fuller was all over the place. Tried to hit Rubel on the pick and roll.
Get Charlie pump fake, pull up, too strong. Willis there. Oh, no. I thought Willis had the rebound, but it comes away to Jeremy Johnson instead.
And he somehow managed to stay in bounds. I thought his momentum was going to carry him out.
I know. I thought it was either going to be Willis or out of bounds, but Jeremy Johnson with the acrobatic move. Tywayne Fuller, no. Rubel tips it right over there to Schilling for the rebound. Fuller, a famous name here in Anderson. Kojak Fuller, former Mr. Basketball. I think Tywayne's just a distant cousin of some kind. Charlie, the volleyball line three, squares it up. No. Pulled down by Kelly.
I don't hate that shot from Charlie because that's kind of his thing, is that Kelly just...
And Charlie, that was a really smart play by Charlie because he was trying to get Kelly to pick up his fourth, trying to draw the charge, but
he just hit the back of his head, though. There, he's calling for a sub.
And there, Kelly did pick up his fourth as he just had to foul Willis.
Yeah.
So Devin Kelly with his fourth foul. And that's going to send Willis back to the line to shoot a pair. I don't know what – did Schilling try to go in with – or did Powers try to go in without being sent in?
They kind of were talking to him, but they're going to do it after the
Willis missed the free throw.
For as good as we were shooting from three, we've had some shots that have not even been close.
Second one's good. There we go. Tywayne Fuller's going to bring it across here. And here's that packed in zone again from us. Back to the 2-3. So we've seen man, we've seen 2-3, we've seen a 1-2-2. A little bit of everything from the Royals.
We'll just see how patient the Lions want to be. We've seen they like to play up tempo. Sometimes it's hard to break habits.
Yep. Fuller with the ball out the volleyball line, directing traffic. Yeah, hasn't even been 30 seconds and feels like a really long possession for them. Oh!
Yeah.
I thought Schilling was in good position.
I did too. I think it may call him grabbing the arm and he went for the ball.
Schilling picks up his second there as I think it was TJ English tried driving in.
But again, English just dive into the basket when he can.
And English, only a freshman. English and Fuller both freshmen. And another freshman, Kendrick Martin, we have not seen him tonight.
No.
Must be injured, I wonder.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Because he's averaging 11 points per game. Rubel with the steal. Ill-advised pass there goes right into the hands of Rubel. Schilling to Powers, back to Schilling. He's going to drive, get it into Rubel. And Rubel's going to finish.
You know what? Rubel's position there was awesome. They couldn't do anything once he got the ball there. It was too close. It was foul or let him score a layup.
Yep. They throw it in there. Rubel gets the body, and then there's another steal by Schilling.
And I heard Coach Bechtel yelling out elbow, elbow, and it was like we had scouted that one, and Luke went right over.
Powers gets it right into Rubel. They pinch down on Rubel. He backs it back out and gets it to Willis. Willis nearly had his pocket pick, but it's going to go out of bounds off Jeremy Johnson. And again, that's just like Johnson just took a risk to try to poke that ball away. Nearly worked out for him.
You know, if you play that way, there's freedom in that. You don't, and like you said, you don't worry about the fouls. Kind of nice. You just keep taking it, and you can irritate. I mean, even if they're not getting the ball, they're irritating us.
Yeah. There's Coach Anderson's going to take a timeout. He's not happy with his crew right now.
No, a couple of turnovers, right?
Yeah, and they're just not playing very clean there with a couple of turnovers.
And they're doing the same thing. We were talking about building some momentum to head into the sectional here in this last week. They want to do the same thing.
Well, I know they're probably right up there with Daleville. They're probably the favorites to win, they and Daleville, to win the sectional. And then I saw Kyle Nedenrip from the Indy Star even peg them as a potential state representative from the North to be able to play for the state. So he commented about how good their schedule is and how much better they are than what you see as a 12-9 schedule.
Right.
A lot of times you see 12-9 as your record, and you're like, yeah, it's just an okay team. But obviously, when you're playing the likes of Anderson and Noblesville and Lawrence Central, it's better than most. So English can't find anybody to get into. Fuller gets it over there to Johnson. Back out to Fuller. Kicks over to English again. Finds Page at the high post, and Page traveled with it. Yep. And they have equaled their turnover total from the first half. So again, the Royal defense packing it in is really stymieing them on the offensive end. Back into Rubel, kicks out, Powers, three on the way, good. Caden Powers from Caden Rubel. He's got his 6th point, and the Royals slowly clawing back into this game. And again, if Liberty Christian would just park the ball under their arm and force us to get out of this defense, that's all they'd have to do.
Yeah, either that or when we make it, if they turn and run.
Johnson way short. Morris there for the rebound.
they're letting us play at our pace now.
Yep.
And it's all inside out.
Rubel over to Morris. Spin move, poked away. Another turnover going the other way. Page steps through, no good. Schilling for the rebound. Powers nearly loses it, does lose it. Fuller lays it up and in for two. Tywayne Fuller. That's only their 7th point of the quarter. There you go, got it into Rubel, good position, kicks over to Schilling. Open look for three, off the mark. Harrelson rips down the rebound though. But again, that's the look.
Yep.
Fuller just got two out of control and another steal there by Schilling. And it has turned into a turnover festival here for the Lions. Caden Powers, long two, tipped out. And then Page, and you don't see a lot of people that can just fling Rubel to the floor like that. Rubel tried to get an arm in there. And that is, they keep chanting he's a freshman, but they have him listed as a junior on the
Page,
roster.
Yeah.
They have, so I don't know, the student section, every time he does something, chants he's a freshman. But the roster has him listed as a junior.
Yes.
So I don't know if the roster's wrong or a very ill-informed cheer block here. Maybe.
Well, I will tell you, there's two guys got a similar haircut. Maybe they're getting confused by that. Kind of tall, lanky guy. So
because English is a freshman.
Yeah.
Fuller out here on the wing. Goes inside to Harrelson. Harrelson, 15-footer. Off the mark, and then Page is going to pick up the foul.
And who was that, Luke?
Luke Morris had the position.
Yeah.
And again, they just can't be patient here. That's the problem. Another steal there. Willis turns it over. Take there by Johnson, no. TJ English with the offensive rebound. He'll pull it back out with 1:45 on the clock. Fuller lobs it in, deflected by Rubel, but deflects it right into the hands of English. English puts up the layup. No. Page with the rebound, put back, and Rubel just can't believe it, but that's one of those, I mean, you don't do anything wrong. Rubel is just too far under the basket.
Yeah, but
and Page grabbed it and instantly went back up.
Yeah, and Caden's arm was out, kind of like he was still reaching for the ball, but that initial shot was probably not the one you wanted to see, the circus reverse layup kind of thing. When he had a teammate open on the other block.
Page only a 36% free throw shooter, misses the first. Manship and Marquise Kelly check back in here. Page missed again, get his own rebound, and then lost it out of bounds. Good hands there. I couldn't tell if that was Schilling or Rubel to poke that one out of bounds.
No, but shooter always the first one to know when he's going to miss that kind of shot, and he went right to the basket.
Yep. Awesome. Still this full court man here from the Lions. Morris gets it over to Schilling. Got an angle into Rubel, but Rubel took his eyes off of it, and another turnover there for Caden Rubel. Was thinking about what he wanted to do before he did it.
We're back in that zone.
Coach is yelling at him to reverse it.
Yep. Well, they got Fuller over there. Now they got down in the corner, right? You got to be a little quicker.
Under a minute to play here in the third. Johnson, jump stop in, goes into English. English gets Rubel up. Doesn't get the foul, but
they actually did that the hard way. Ed English a little earlier if he would have looked underneath.
Schilling beats Johnson across, gets it over there to Morris. Morris nearly lost it. Manship into Rubel. Right back out to Manship, over to Morris. Swings it around. Powers, three on the way, in and out. But Rubel there with the body position. Saved right in there to Schilling. And then Page just accosted Schilling to make sure he didn't make that layup.
That's Page third.
Yeah, so Page with 3.
I've only got 3 guys for them with fouls, but they've all got a bunch.
Yeah. Jordan Harrelson has 1.
Okay, I missed one. I missed the Harrelson one.
Harrelson hath a foul for using hath and thou. And
yes, absolutely.
Shaw's going to come back in for, you get Morris, I think. And who came in? Jelani Dixon comes in for the Lions. Schilling hits the second. 18 seconds left here. Fuller at the logo with it. We're back in that 1-2-2. It's like with Manship in, we're playing a 1-2-2. With Willis in, we're playing a 2-3.
Oh, there's
Schilling just anticipated, pokes it away to Shaw. Shaw comes away with the steal. And with 0.1 seconds on the clock, we turn it over again. So each team with the turnover. And Coach Anderson was going to sub and decided not to.
I want to see what he was going to do. Like, were they going to try throwing up at the hoop and see if he could dunk it? Or
I think with 0.1, it has to be a tip. You can't even get a shot off. So 28-47. We're going to step away here one more time and listen to our friends at NASA.
Are you guys ready for prom?
Yeah, I am. Are you going for prom royalty?
Yeah, I'm going to try and win this year.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Reagan, look out!
All right. You want to do our Paxton Farms or our Dave's Express Care trivia question?
Yeah, let's do that.
So here's our Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia question. This is a nice gym. I've talked to a couple of parents. Everybody's like, this is a nice place. I like this gym. Capacity officially 850 people. Here's your question, Scott.
Yeah.
And the people listening at home for Dave's Express Care trivia. Going back to when Coach Aaron Spalding started, so I went from 1999 to present. What are all the gyms that we've played in that have a capacity smaller than ours? We play in one of the smallest gyms around, capacity of 1,370. Smallest in our conference, smallest in our county. What gyms have we played at that have a capacity of less than ours? Going back to all of Coach Bechtel and Coach Spalding's time at Eastern Hancock. And I stopped there simply because before then you might have had some older gyms. I didn't know who played where or anything like that.
Right.
That's why I did the cutoff there. So see if you can name us some gyms that there. And another turnover there. Who was it that lost that?
I had looked down.
I looked down. I didn't see. I think it was Morris or Powers.
Writing down my names of gyms I can think of.
They go into Page. Fuller wants it back in the corner. Fuller thought about the three, kicks it back out instead to English. Now Fuller corner three, no. Morris with another rebound. Luke got 5. Powers again, 3 on the way.
Hey.
Buries it, assisted by Morris.
Yeah, an unorthodox assist, but we will take it right now.
Take anything we can get right now. Down to a 16-point lead. Royal still in this 1-2-2. Fuller goes into Page. Page, spin move around Rubel, way off the mark. Shaw with the rebound.
Yeah, he got bumped. He was looking for the foul.
And again, Liberty Christian, we're not forcing them to shoot. They're just, they don't want to hold it. They don't want to be patient.
No, and Page there, he just lost. When he spins, he loses kind of his sense of where he's at. They're going to call Rubel.
Rubel on the clear out. Going to pick up his third. Let's see the replay there. Might have been a little flop, but yeah. John Collins said Ritter. Union Modoc. No, Union Modoc is bigger than us. I said we have the smallest in the conference by far. I think the next smallest in the conference is 400 or 500 bigger than us.
Even Randolph Southern, they're, yeah. Trying to think here who.
Coach Anderson wants a full timeout, so.
Kind of coach his kids up here.
Jacob Spalding, we have not played at Seton Catholic, Jacob.
That's what I thought that one too, Jake.
We're talking just boys varsity. So we got some good guesses here. John Collins said Ritter. Muncie Burris. Burris is actually bigger than us as well. I believe officially, I don't know Muncie Burris's official size, but I'm pretty sure they're bigger. Jake Spalding did say Irvington Prep. Preston Markley, Heritage Christian. Heritage Christian is one of them, you're right. So some good guesses coming in. Try to think all the gyms we've played at that are smaller than Eastern Hancock's.
I've got a few I'm going to save for when people are done guessing to see if they work too. But we've got a lot of engagement with this one.
Yeah. Yeah, Muncie Burris officially 1,500 is their official capacity. According to John Harrell, we always go with John Harrell's numbers. Because like I looked, we were at Greenfield this year. Greenfield has a listed capacity that's really high. I can't remember what, let me look it up real quick. They have a really high capacity, but then the fire marshal thing says 3,500. There's a sign on the wall that says 3,500 for the fire marshal. And their listed capacity is 4,600. So I don't know what, I'm going with the 46.
Yeah, I think that they probably told the fire marshal what he wanted to hear.
Probably. Fuller again in the corner with it. Swinging around here. Devin Kelly back into the game.
I think this might have been what Coach Anderson called the timeout for too. Like, hey, let's work our offense. We don't have to shoot. Be patient. And this is something they're going to have to do if they're going to make a run, right? They're going to have to play teams that'll pack it in and sit back and defend.
And we talked about this game for both teams. This is just working on sectional stuff, right?
Yep.
Kelly missed. Rubel with the rebound.
But that wasn't a bad shot from Kelly.
No. Kelly trying to pick up his fifth there. Reaching in on Luke Morris. Morris lobs it into Rubel. Kicks over to Powers. Another three from Caden Powers. Leaves it short, but Shaw rips that ball down and puts the English on it. Garrett Shaw.
A little bit of an acrobatic shot, right?
His 7th point of the game, and it's down to a 14-point lead.
Shaw having himself a nice game.
Got a guess of Morton Memorial. That was, haven't played there since Spalding has been here. Yes, I do believe their gym is smaller, but we didn't play them in varsity basketball since '99.
That was nice.
Nice pass there. And TJ English with two more. Got a guess of Morristown. Morristown is bigger than ours, 1638. Capacity over at Morristown. Don't ask me how I know. Shaw's going to pull the trigger from three. Too hard. We'll call that a pass right to Rubel. Rubel gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. So Rubel with 2 rebounds and a basket. Back to a 14-point lead. Yeah, so some great guesses here tonight, folks. See if you can get some more.
We have a one-off nobody's guessed yet.
Yeah, I know. Actually, we have 2 one-offs that nobody's guessed. I'll give you a hint. 2 of them were neutral sites.
Yeah.
Kelly dishes to Page. Page puts it up and in for 2.
Couple more University and Oldenburg.
Oldenburg Academy, Dave Poff there. University, we've not played at University. Rubel through Page, can't get the bucket, but does get the foul. That's Amarian Page's 4th. So Rubel at the line to shoot 2.
There we go, Scott Hardy. Who's your gym?
Rubel hits the first.
What's the official capacity for the Hoosier gym?
600.
There you go. Probably not counting the crow's nest that we sat in.
No, that held 3. Rubel leaves it short, and Shaw's going to pick up the foul going the other way. We have played at Irvington. Jake Spalding picked that one.
So nobody said Liberty. I don't know if that's a given or not, but where we
Yeah, I
at
put
right
Liberty
now.
Christian
Yeah.
because we're here
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I assume nobody was guessing that one because they knew. Under 4 minutes to play here. And now the Royals having to come up in pressure. Oh, my.
Well, that was tough.
That is tough. Watch this on the replay. Johnson drives it in. And I think if there was no way he was going to finish if Rubel just lets him go. He took off from too far away, but Rubel swats down there and picks up the foul. That's going to send Johnson to the line to shoot 2. But this is not a good free throw shooting team. Johnson, only a 36% free throw shooter. English 61%, Fuller 56%, so not a good free throw shooting team. Fouls may not be the worst thing here. Missed that one, and Manship tips it over there to Rubel. Rubel grabs the board, his 10th. Morris goes down into Rubel. Rubel with the hook shot, too hard, pulled down by English. I think he was expecting contact, and nobody gave it to him there. Down inside to Harrelson. Harrelson goes up through Rubel. Rubel just goes straight up and down, and another missed shot leads to another rebound. Powers wide open, look for 3, buries it. And again, the Lions the impatience is what is letting the Royals back into this game. They are forcing stuff right now, and Eastern Hancock absolutely taking advantage. Powers with his 4th 3 of the game. And this is, we didn't have to now we're putting the clamps on, putting the pressure on, but this has been a fantastic quarter of basketball for the Royals.
Yep. So I got a couple of questions for you, for Jim's thing. Is Howe smaller?
Howe's much bigger.
Okay. Lincoln?
Lincoln's bigger.
And what was the other one I had? The old Knightstown gym?
That's bigger.
Okay. Trying to think through where.
You want to see our answers? You want to give people just a little bit more?
Either way.
We'll wait.
We got 3 minutes. I think that.
There will definitely be another timeout.
Oh, well, did we play at Cecina for the boys?
Nope. So 12-point lead for the Lions. Eastern Hancock trying to come back with a huge comeback here. Get it over here to English. Back up top to Kelly. Kelly dishes into Johnson. Johnson goes up through the contact. No good. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Kelly. Man, that was huge because I thought Rubel had that.
Yep.
It just kind of slipped through his fingertips.
He did. Both Kellys collapsed on him at the same time, and I think just
English nearly travels, gets it out to Kelly. And now we're starting to see the Lions. They're penetrating, but not penetrating to score, but rather penetrating to just break down this 1-2-2 pressure here. Got another one from Dave Poff is getting all these right now.
Yeah.
Manship picks up the foul. That is our 4th. So now Liberty Christian's in the bonus, but again, a poor free throw shooting team. So let's see if we can force them to have to win this game at the line.
You know what? It's only 12. This is the closest it's been since in the first quarter.
Yeah. That's Jelani Dixon, who has not played very much tonight.
No.
He's got the ball in the corner, gets trapped, gets out of it. Wraps it around to Harrelson and throws it away.
Yeah. I don't wonder if he was in there because of a free throw. You know, if he can shoot.
He's an 80% free throw shooter. So he has not played very much at all, but comes into the game there to try to get the free throws. Harrelson with the foul on Rubel. His 2nd. Under 2 minutes to play here.
Try high we got a guess for?
No, tries significantly bigger. Because they've got the 2 levels on one side, plus they've got bleachers on the end. So our question again was, what gyms have we played at since '99? And I picked that because that was the start of Coach Spalding's tenure. So Coach Spalding and Coach Bechtel, what gyms have we played at that have a capacity of less than Eastern Hancock? What were your guesses, Scott? You said you had a couple.
That's what I wondered about how, because places that I hadn't been or couldn't remember, Howe, Lincoln, Knightstown. Hoosier Gym I knew. I thought Modoc would be smaller than us. But
Modoc has the same gym as Cowan and Daleville, basically. Here's the answers. 8 gyms, counting Liberty Christian. Heritage Christian with a capacity of 1,200. Ritter with 1,100. Oldenburg at 1,000. Liberty Christian at 850. IU East. That was, I told you there was a tricky one in there.
Yep.
At 850. Anderson Prep at 730. The Hoosier Gym at 600. And Irvington Prep with a capacity of 281 people. But it's crazy to think in the last 25 years we've only played in 8 gyms. And each one of those has pretty much been one game.
Yeah.
One game at Heritage, one at Ritter, one at Oldenburg, one at Anderson Prep, one at Irvington Prep, one here, one at the Hoosier Gym. IU East is the only one we've played at twice. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy to think. 25 years, only 8 games.
But the IU East, wasn't that just in the tournament? We played there twice, but in one tournament?
Yeah, it was. We played there 3 times. Sorry, 3 times in 2 days. I had to sit there 3 times in 2 days because we just couldn't get out of that gym and over to Richmond. Willis is going to drive with the left hand. Has it stolen away there by Devin Kelly. Kelly cleared out Morris. Morris trying to get the charge call. Can't get it. Powers again, 3 on the way, too strong. Rubel right there for the rebound, puts it back up. Oh, Page got him, and that's going to be the end of it for Amarian Page. Nice job there by Rubel. Another rebound. I've got him for 12.
Yeah. Got him 6 on each end. Harrelson coming in.
Amarian Page, who, if you listen to the student section, is a freshman, but if you look at the roster, is a junior. But he has been an exceptional young man here tonight. It was really, Rubel's gotten his points and his rebounds, but he has given Rubel fits.
Yep. Rubel's had to earn everything. Nothing coming easy for him tonight.
He's got 15 points right now and 12 rebounds, but he has had to fight for those. Misses the next one. Willis was in position, but Harrelson ended up grabbing it. 1:20 to play here. Morris gets called for the block.
That's tough. I think Morris moved just a little bit, but he was standing there for a long time.
Yeah, that's tough for Luke. So that foul on Luke, that's going to put TJ English at the line to shoot 2.
Now the good news is that if we can grab a rebound, or if he makes both, when we get the ball again, we don't have to play that chase the ball game.
Yeah.
And get down, maybe score, hit a 3.
English is 61% free throw shooter, misses the first. And they are 0 of 5 from the line here in the second half. Make it 0 of 6. Rubel with another one. I think the strategy should be just grab them.
Yeah.
No matter what we do. Get the ball to Powers.
We just got to convert.
Rubel will take the 3. That is tired legs right there.
I don't think Rubel's come out.
No, Rubel has not stepped out. Rubel and Morris. Well, Morris has been out a little bit. Rubel has not been out of this game. English to Harrelson. Fuller finds Johnson. Johnson.
And Rubel can't foul him because he's sitting on 4.
Yep. So Morris does. I have Rubel with 4, but they only have him with 3 on the scoreboard. So, so that's going to put Jeremy Johnson at the line. Again, only a 36% free throw shooter.
But even Rubel's playing like he's got 4. You know what I mean? Like I think they may have messed up, but.
Johnson does make that one. That is only their 7th point of the quarter. So again, our defense has been great after that first quarter.
Yeah.
When we stopped turning the ball over so badly, our defense has been really good. Johnson hits them both. Shaw gets it into Willis inside. Willis steps through, tries to put the English on it, but can't do it. Fuller gets it up ahead to Johnson. Johnson goes for the 360 dunk and instead is going to get teed up here for hanging on the rim. I love how the ref signaled that, by the way, too.
Yeah. It's like, I got to call it.
Watch the ref. Boop. So Jeremy Johnson can't finish the dunk there.
Hey, but if you're going to try a 360 dunk, senior night's the night to do it.
And even the ref comes over and is like, hey, I appreciate the effort on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
And it is not our night.
Nope.
Powers short on the free throw.
Powers an outstanding free throw shooter, and even he's not being able to hit. I mean, he's all by himself. It's like he's shooting out in the driveway or, I don't know, at the barn or whatever. I think the LC seniors are going to come out here. Jude Kelly Rigney come in, and
we don't have a 13 on the roster.
No, we do not. And another guy.
Morris drives, kicks to Manship. Corner 3 for Manship. Too strong. Tipped around. Harrelson gets the rebound. Coach Bechtel saying no foul here. Just play it out. Fuller working on Morris. Flips it over there to English with 11 seconds on the clock.
Looks a lot like Arthur.
Jude's shot, no good. Rebound, it goes to Shaw.
Yeah.
And that'll do it. The final score here, Liberty Christian 55, Eastern Hancock 39. And I'll tell you what, though, after that first quarter, I mean, it was an even game the rest of the way.
Yep. So we held them diminishing returns every quarter. I mean, that was, and really it was English and Johnson doing all the damage in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it was English and Johnson went off. Devin Kelly had 6 in that first quarter. But after that, like you said, they scored 10 in the second, 9 in the third, 8 in the fourth. We kind of continued increasing. We got up to 12 in the fourth. Just not enough gas in the tank, not enough time left to finish that one off. So Eastern Hancock will now fall to 10-10 on the season. Liberty Christian will move to 13-9 on the season. And their season now, that's their 22nd game. So their season's now over with. They'll be back in action again next Tuesday when they travel to Tri-Central to play Anderson Prep. How about that? 2 teams right here in Anderson that have to drive to dang near Kokomo to play each other in the sectional. That's my soapbox for the day. Get rid of neutral sites for those Tuesday night games.
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous.
Let them play one of their games at home. Can we do that? Again, it's going to be because you would get so many more fans if you played right here.
Yep.
You'd get so many more fans if you played here. It'd be a better environment for the players, better environment for the fans. But instead, you're going to ask people to drive, basically, like I said, to Kokomo.
Yep. To
watch that game, and it's going to be sad because this is a great crowd here for Liberty Christian tonight. They've obviously got a great following. They packed that side of the gym, but so they'll be back in action then. The Royals will get a quick turnaround. They'll be back in action tomorrow night as they travel to Union Modoc in a varsity-only contest to try to beat the Rockets. And that's going to be key because if they can win that one, it guarantees them 11 wins in the regular season, which would then guarantee us to at least be 11-11 no matter what happens on Friday night. So, that's going to be a big game. And then Friday night, senior night, we will not be at Union Modoc tomorrow night, but you and I will be back in action Friday at home against Hagerstown for senior night. So you want to run us through the stats here?
Yeah, so I just got points for the Lions. We got they were led by Jeremy Johnson with 17 and TJ English with 16. Devin Kelly had 10, Fuller with 8, and Page with 4. For the Royals, it was Rubles 15 and Powers 12, followed by Shaw with 7, Schilling with 4, Willis with 2. And then you mentioned Rubel's rebounds. Ended up with 13 total rebounds, 7 defensive, 6 offensive. Morris I had him with 4. I think you maybe had him with 5. Schilling with 3. Manship with 3. Got a couple other guys with 1 or 2, and then Morris had 3 assists, and Halcomb had 3 assists. So interesting night for the Royals.
It is interesting because again, it's not like we played really well for 3 quarters. It was that first quarter I think you said we got shell shocked by that intensity, the pace that they played at. We just weren't used to. So sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I think I was going to put forth a player for the player of the game, the Paxton Farms Sweet Corn player of the game. My nomination would be Garrett Shaw, who, particularly in the second quarter when we kind of found our level, came in, gave us some really good minutes, had 5 points in that quarter, and gave us some scoring we desperately needed, and was hustling around everywhere else as well. So
I'm absolutely great with that. Garrett Shaw is going to be our Paxton Farms player of the game tonight because I love that energy. That was a part of the turning point of the game was right about that time too. So talking about stats, I said Rubel was sitting on 17th for career or for single season rebounds. Those 13 tonight, they move him up. They tie him with Caleb Kennedy's junior season at 12th, and he would only need 5 tomorrow night against Union Modoc to crack the top 10 most rebounds for a season in school history. So
I would expect that.
I would imagine that'll happen tomorrow night. So again, we want to thank everybody at Liberty Christian for allowing us to come tonight. Again, not the outcome we wanted, but these are the kind of games that get us better for March.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got to play them to get better. We'll see you guys on Friday. I am Michael Gallion for Scott Knight. So long.